When Olympus first went out of business, the people of my village gathered in the middle of the night to comfort each other by singing songs of our people. I realized that night that Olympus was not dead. They remain alive in our heart. And they pushed on. Since then, they've triumphed back. They released an audio recorder, best in the business from what I heard, and a new lens now. No cameras. Who needs those? Not me. Let's talk about it. 20mm Tony 1.4. It's bullshit.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So I'm trying to replicate a 40mm lens. That's what this Olympus is. A 20 times loser 2 to get the equivalence factor. And we've done it, I think. Fuji X-T4 with the kit lens zoomed in to hopefully 26.666. It's the devil's number. But that's what you have to do to get a 40mm lens. And we all knew that signing up. Let me just tell you, Olympus, they're the dark horse of this whole shit. They are the ones, the chosen ones that could leapfrog everybody. With this WOW camera, they already do. They leapfrogged with their old tech. It's the most beautiful image I've ever seen. Every time I use it, it's like, why would I use anything else except in here? It's not quite the same, but outside, hands down. But was a 20mm 1.4 on my list of needed lenses? We have a couple things to discuss here with this lens. They have a 17mm 1.2. Not much different, much better. I get that this is smaller, it's compact, but it's not really. We'll get to that. So 17mm 1.2. They also have a 25mm 1.2. We're squeezing right in the middle of that sandwich. We got the Leica 12. Don't even mention the Leica 25mm. I could have bought it. We all know I could have had it. Oh, one day somebody will drop it off a truck into my doorstep. I still dream of buying that lens to this day. Although I think I'd rather get the 1.2. You have to spring for it. And it's an Olympus lens, which will behave right. I use props to cover the microphone. My hands. I'll be honest with you, I don't have much experience with 40mm lenses because it's just not a common thing, but if I get this footage back and I'm impressed, it might be my new thing. But even this is a 3-point Tony 2. Multiplied. No, it's still slower. It's slower than this Olympus lens, so we would have more Tone on the Olympus, but a 40mm, awkward street shit. I get that some camera equipment is not designed with a vlogger in mind. So there's other uses I am imagining, but I just have to see it as a YouTuber lens. Because I like a 50mm, it's not designed for vlogging, but I like the look of it in a studio, just making a YouTube video. 40mm could probably do it. It might be a nice little studio lens. But when you survey the scene of 40mm lenses, we got the Sony, just imagine you're in another system, full frame, 40mm 2.5, cheaper, lighter than this Olympus micro loser cam lens. I saw the face box come on. The fuck are you doing, Fuji? And Nikon also made a 40mm Tony 2. Is that as cheap and as light as the Sony? I doubt it, but probably cheaper and lighter than this Olympus lens. And it just makes me wonder, like, what is your game here? Micro Four Thirds? I don't understand who you are. What is your identity? You're supposed to be tiny and cheap. That's what you are. People want full frame, but they will bring you instead because you're lighter. You're tiny. It's fun. You're not doing it. You're making heavier than full frame equivalent glass for more expensive. Why? And don't even bring the equivalence of, it's a 1.4 no matter what. Even though it's a Micro Four Thirds sensor, it's still 1.4. It isn't. I've done the side-by-sides. Full frame with a Micro Four Thirds, same exact settings. One's half as dark. I wonder which one. Your mom's half dark, bitch. Now don't get me wrong here, I'm sure it's a fantastic lens. It's sharp, it has that Olympus look to it, the colors, the feathered tone. But I'm hearing these arguments on DP review forums where baby unicorns go to lick blood from their wounds. They all die there. You know that. The Micro Four Thirds defenders are saying there's more than aperture, there's more to a lens. But it's like this Sony lens, the 40mm 2.5, like it's super sharp. Have I used any of these lenses that I'm comparing in my mind? No. But it's modern day life. They're all gonna look too good for us. They're all fine, they're all sharp, they're all special in their own way. But the Sonys and the full frames, the Nikon, they're lighter than this Olympus. What's the advantage? The weather sealing? Like, you snow Eskimo freaks out there, huh? At least my camera's dry. You're dying inside because you're cold. I'm just hoping they have more in the pipeline than this lens. I'm waiting for a wider, like a 10mm Tony 1.8 prime that's light, super light somehow. Even though that 8mm wasn't light at all. But this one could be, for some reason. Make some compromises where it doesn't matter. I do kind of like their new name. It's System. It's meditative. It's the most powerful word ever uttered. Adding the word system at the end kind of ruins the whole godly element of surprise. It's just dead, cold hands of aliens touching your girlfriend. Who wants that? I wouldn't pay for it. I just revealed more of the scene to advance the storyline. This lens is bullshit. It's a 20mm nobody asked for, 40mm street shooter lens. Could be good for that. Do you need the Tony for that? They could have made a Tony 2 lighter, half the size, half the cost for the street shooters. Nobody even asked for it. There's already the 20 1.7. That's a pancake. How does 1.4 make it not so pancake-like? Sure, that lens uses meat grinders as autofocus motors, but Panasonic was a rebel back then. They knew it would last, and it sounds loud, and it's fine. If you're not shooting video, you're just taking pictures in a noisy crowd, people likely won't notice you. I'm back here now. You're way in the kitchen. I don't know what you're doing there, but we're on an 85mm equiv. We were just coming from a 27. So I think we've said enough. It's probably a great lens. I'm not interested in the focal length that much. Olympus is not meant to be a studio cam. They're lightweight vlogging cam territory. And I can't wait to see what they have with their WOW camera. I hope it's something fun. Just give me some specs in the video arena, custom modes. Let me save video settings in those custom modes. 480 frames per second, we're good. So you do that, Olympus, and I got your back. Not many people shoot Olympus. Not on YouTube. Nobody does it, even though they're the best. I'm getting loud. I'm clipping the audio because I don't know how to do my work. Was that good content? I'm gonna go. You buying a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt down there? Oh, thank you. You subscribed. I saw it.